Chat, at this point, I'm ready to throw in the towel with Marvel because I am just so tired of this mediocrity. If you couldn't tell by the title of this video, I just got back from seeing Captain America Brave New World, the 300th project in this long-running interconnected Marvel franchise, and these are my spoiler-free thoughts on the film. By the way, if you're new here, hi, my name is Brandon, and I watch movies for a living. If you like what you see here, consider liking and sharing. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Start with some positives. I think Anthony Mackie gives one of his best performances I've seen in his entire filmography. He sells every scene he's in as Captain America, and he brings this charm and this warmth to the screen, something that, while it is impossible to recapture from Chris Evans, he does so in his own way, and it's charming, and his mannerisms capture Captain America's authenticity as well. I still stand with this. I fully believe that Sam deserved the shield. I'm glad that Captain America gave it to Sam and nobody else, because it was never about choosing the perfect soldier. It was always about choosing a good man, and Sam has always embodied that in the entire MCU, and it makes sense for him to have the shield. It also goes along with the comic runs as well. I'll get another positive out of the way. The action is pretty good, aside from some really choppily edited hand-to-hand combat scenes that try to replicate Captain America the Winter Soldier. The air fight scenes are thrilling. They are very fun, and they're pretty sick to watch, especially in IMAX. Whenever Sam and Joaquin are punching dudes and blowing up jets, it's a lot of fun. Also, I can't forget this guy. When I tell you his scenes go hard, they go hard. I don't know if it's just me, but I think it's so refreshing to see a Hulk as a rage monster and not dabbing in a restaurant. Like, that's so out of character. We need the Hulk smashing. We need him breaking things. We need him shirtless. Pause. And to the people out there who are complaining, oh, we didn't get enough Red Hulk. We didn't get enough Red Hulk. Like, what else were you expecting? Think about it. What else is a Hulk gonna offer in a Captain America movie? Also, I do like how they handled General Ross's character. I think Harrison Ford is very good in the role, and they give him a surprising amount of emotional depth and humanity to his character, something we haven't seen in his past iterations or his interactions with the Avengers. So I think it's very refreshing to see somebody who's so narcissistic and greedy and actually show that he actually cares about other people. With that out of the way, it's time to move on to the negatives. And oh dear Lord, there are so many negatives. First of all, before I say anything, I want to acknowledge that it does take a large team to make a film. So everybody who did, props to you. I'm sure you did your best job. But guys, when I tell you this movie is nothing, it's nothing. Nothing happens. Nothing at all. There is no character development, no setup, no atmosphere, no tone. Nothing happens. Throughout the runtime, I was asking myself, I'm like, hey, is this Marvel? Is this the right movie? Like, what am I watching? Nothing consequential happens. Nothing is interesting. Nothing is compelling. There's no stakes. There's no character development. It's a shallow, by-the-books, political thriller that goes absolutely nowhere with its themes or ideas. On top of that, this screenplay is so bloated. It is desperately trying to be interconnected, so much so that it feels like a follow-up to 4 other projects. You got characters coming onto screen and spewing dumps of exposition because audience members didn't catch up on the TV shows. I kid you not, this screenplay feels so overcooked that they're reintroducing themes that were already established in past projects. Guys, I am genuinely confused. How does a film that has nothing to say, has nothing to offer of substance, get delayed multiple times, get reshot 3 months before it debuts, and reworked in the editing and writing room? Like, Marvel, what are we doing? Like, talk about wasting talent. Giancarlo Esposito is butchered in this movie. He's in one scene and he disappears. He's underutilized. And his inclusion in the story adds nothing. He's just there because he's popular. Tim Blake Nelson as the leader is mustache twirling CW level villains. Like, Marvel, we have come this far. You have cooked with Thanos, with Loki, with Ultron, with Killmonger, with Wenwu. Why are we going to the CW level of bad? As for the post-credit scene, man, it's awful. It is terrible. It's possibly Marvel's worst post-credit scene. Though I can't say, I'm definitely very intrigued, because if I think they're going the route I think they're going, I'm very curious to see what Marvel's going to do with this post-credit scene leading into Avengers Doomsday next year. But yeah, guys, overall, this is a huge disappointment, especially coming from me, because I was very much looking forward to this. In fact, it was my most anticipated Marvel project this year, because I am a diehard defender of Falcon and Winter Soldier. I think there's something very vulnerable and human about that story, and I thought Marvel could take those themes and expand on them in this film. But no, what we got is something bland, lifeless, and bloated as heck. Unfortunately, this disappointment just reminds me that I personally have not enjoyed or walked out of a Marvel movie overwhelmed with joy and satisfaction since Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And that's not good. That's not good at all. I miss the old Marvel days where we used to pack up the theaters, bring our family and friends, and now we're at an era where we're begging for the movies to be good. Like, who would have thought the kings of cinema 5-10 years ago would be losing their audience and struggling this badly? But alas, here we are. Please, Fantastic Four, save us! I'm going to be posting a spoiler-filled review this coming weekend when the movie fully debuts, so keep an eye out for that. But overall, man, this Cap 4 is just a massive, massive decline. And though it's not awful like Quantumania or Eternals, it's very mediocre for the state of the era that we are now. How are we getting this mediocrity? I mean, we have Harrison Ford in the movie. It's just dull, it's lifeless, and that's why, unfortunately, I have to give Captain America Brave New World 2.5 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd. It has its moments, but man, is it shallow, dull, and lifeless. Marvel seriously needs to up their game already, because if they want Doomsday and Secret Wars to be successful, they need to win their audience back, because this ain't it, man. This is not how you bring your audience back at the beginning of the year. If you like this video, comment down below. Share your thoughts on Captain America Brave New World. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do we agree? Do we disagree? I'd love to have a conversation with you. Also, you can follow me on Letterboxd. The links will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching, and like and follow for more.